All right, guys, fact or fiction? New York sports fans need to be more patient with draft pick Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I definitely think they need to be more patient with Daniel Jones. First of all, it was the same thing with Porzingis. You know, the kids were crying, and Stephen A. Smith popped the blood vessel, and it was an embarrassment because then when he turns into a superstar, you look back and you're like, wow, that was pretty freaking embarrassing. The only good thing Phil Jackson did was the thing he got hammered the hardest for. So when you look back,
it always seems to be that way.
It always seems to be that way, and now he's gone.
Which is
because
scary.
they tried to open up cap space for Durant and Kyrie, who aren't coming. The Knicks are just a disaster.
That's scary for New York fans because if Daniel Jones turns out to be good, then.
But then they should be happy that they have a franchise quarterback.
Right, but then what would you say to the Yankee fans in the Bronx the other day?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what's crazy to me.
Did everyone see what happened with that?
Yeah, I saw what happened, or I should say I heard what happened. I heard the boos. I thought it was ridiculous. If Dave Gettleman went to throw out a first pitch of a Yankee game and they wanted to boo him, more power to him.
Right.
You could go boo the GM for taking the guy.
But the kid himself, you're saying.
The kid himself. What did Daniel Jones do wrong by getting drafted?
I agree with that.
He did his job.
I agree with that take, but man, welcome to New York, kid.
Welcome to New York, and you need to have thick skin, and you need to be able to get booed, and you need to be able to play through. But he's not even playing yet. Think about it. It's not like he threw 5 picks in the season opener, and they booed him.
Listen,
he hasn't played a down yet. He hasn't had a preseason snap. He hasn't had his first training camp yet. He's wrapping up his first OTAs as the backup to Eli Manning, and he's getting booed because he was drafted. Yeah. Imagine you graduate college, whatever, and you get a job at MLB Network, or you get a job at NFL Network, and you're walking down the street and people are booing you because you got a good job out of school. That's basically what happened to this kid. He got a good job out of school. Now, would he have been on the board at 17? Possibly.
Yes.
Will Haskins turn into a better pro quarterback? Possibly.
Yes.
Is Haskins in the division? Yes. So
those are 3 right there.
No, those are all 3, but those are all on Gettleman. None of that has to do with Daniel Jones.
They are unanswered. We don't know if they would have been there at 17, technically.
We don't know
if
Gettleman
Haskins
said
is going
he would
to be better,
Yeah.
technically.
No, but we do know he's in the division.
But we do know he's in the division.
We do know the Giants are going to play him twice a year.
That's a little scary.
So my whole thing is Daniel Jones did not draft himself.
Right.
Daniel Jones did not put himself on the Giants roster. Daniel Jones did his best in college. He did his best in his interviews. He did his best at his pro day. He did his best at the NFL Combine. And he was drafted 6 overall.
Yeah, you can't hate on the kid for doing what he needed to do, and he did everything he needed. He had a great pro day, whatever. He obviously had a good enough pro day. He obviously had good enough tape that an NFL team wanted to take him that high. So you can't blame the kid. I do think Haskins had better stats. I do think he had played in a better conference and everything. But you know what? You can't blame, I'm with you. You can't blame the kid for doing everything right.
Exactly, because we're not booing Gettleman here. We're not booing the pick. We're not booing the Giants. We're booing this kid. This kid is at Yankee Stadium right now, and he is personally getting booed.
Right.
Because you were unhappy that your favorite team went in that direction. It doesn't make any sense to me. This kid had no off-the-field trouble. It's not like this kid raped somebody. It's not like this kid was a heroin addict or something wild. Yeah. This kid did nothing wrong off the field. He has a clean record. He's a good kid. He did everything in his power to elevate his draft stock.
He did all of the book. Yeah.
He didn't do anything wrong. That's what's wild to me. Now, had he had an off-the-field issue, had he had a sexual conduct, had he had a domestic violence, then it's all right, we could boo this kid because this kid did something wrong that I am morally against, and I don't want him to be my franchise quarterback. I don't want to build my team around this kid that attacked this girl or raped this girl or did it, then I would be on board. But this kid has a clean record off the field, as far as we know. This kid did it the right way, and he rose up the draft board, and the Giants took him 6th overall. If you have a problem, with Dave Gettleman. If Dave Gettleman goes to Yankee Stadium and throw out the first pitch, you could boo him off the field.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Or Citi Field or wherever. You could boo him for all I care. But you can't boo. And even Dave Gettleman, who I'm not a huge fan of, I would say give him a little bit more time. He's been in New York for a year.
Yeah, that's my big thing with this whole thing, because it's like, you don't know. I mean, people would, if we had the media that we did back then when Brady was picked, I mean, like, people would have been, imagine, like, the amount of people that thought Brady was going to stink. Now, he didn't get drafted that high.
He got drafted
but
199,
but I'm saying,
so
right, so here's my difference, though. If Brady got drafted that high, right, I'm saying.
Oh, great point.
Right?
Yeah.
People would have been like, this kid's terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
but then look what he turns out to be.
Exactly, yeah. What was that, 99? If you go back to the 99 draft, Brady's the first overall pick.
Right.
If you redraft. But he went 198 picks later, 199th overall. So I totally agree. I didn't know where you were going with that at first.
That's what I was going with.
Yeah, but that was a good point. I shouldn't have jumped on you.
Yeah.
That was a good point. Because because let's say we fast forward a couple years from now and Kyler Murray turns into a bust and Daniel Jones becomes an all-pro quarterback. You turn back the clock and Arizona is taking Daniel Jones first overall.
Yeah.
So you never know. You just never know. Right now, do I think it was the best pick in the world? No. Do I think he would have been on the board at 17? I do think he would have been on the board. I know Dave Gettleman said that he heard that he would have been gone, and he was pretty sure he would have been gone.
I don't know where he got that from.
Buy that.
I don't buy it.
And you also have a talent like Josh Allen on the board at 6. He shouldn't have been on the board. So if you could trade, it's basically, if he's on the board at if Daniel Jones on the board at 17, you're basically trading Dexter Lawrence.
I know.
For Josh Allen.
I think every Giant fan knows.
Because you're getting the same quarterback 11 picks later, and you're getting an elite blue chip plug-and-play outside linebacker to get after the quarterback. We talk about how important the quarterback is.
Yeah.
What else is important? Getting after the other team's quarterback. And if that could have been Josh Allen.
It was exactly what the Giants needed, which was unfortunate that was the situation.
Well,
but I'm with you. I say
them.
blame Gettleman, okay?
Yeah.
When he goes to Yankee Stadium, or get him to Yankee Stadium so you can boo him, okay? Because Yankee fans are great with that, okay?
Yeah, and it's still early. He's only been there a year and a half.
So the kid, no. I say give the kid a chance. At least give the kid some confidence going into the season. You got to ride with him at this point, okay? So you might as well ride with him. And I think maybe you should have got the Jack Hughes treatment, but that's between me and you.
Listen, Marvin Harrison says that his favorite part of Indianapolis was he played there for 12 years. He was never booed. Drafted in '96, played up until 2008. He was never booed in Indianapolis. He's been back 100 times. He's never been booed. This kid hasn't even put on the Giants helmet yet.
Know.
He's already been booed.
Welcome to New York.
I hope that was under 10 minutes.
I hope to God that was under 10 minutes.
No way it was.
I'm going to say it was at 13 minutes.
Oh shit, 1 minute left.
Oh, hell yeah, baby!
Okay, we got that.
Bam!